SOFI update here on the 8th. So we have two different patterns that could potentially be playing out here. I've talked about in the last video. You have either a diagonal, like that. In that case, we come up here to 30 to 31 bucks. We'd make one more high, and then we would sell off from there. Or we've already topped out, and we're coming down like that. Those are the two counts I'm watching overall. That's really all you need to know. If you come up here, you're probably going to want to short, because you look here, we're going to be creating a bearish divergence if we make one more high, more than likely. That should be the fifth wave as well. That's two reasons why that would be a good spot to short if you were going to short, and where to sell if you're long, if you're trading this. The other pattern, this is just an ABC move. And we're looking at that as a fourth wave of an overall third wave. If you watched the last video, I've talked about this over and over because we've been going up such a long time that I haven't really needed to talk about anything else. So I've talked about this before, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Or we have not finished this third wave and we're coming to an end of that third wave, and then we would start the fourth wave. So it's really coming down to, are we going to make one more high, or are we in the B wave of this fourth wave? So if you're asking why there's two different counts, the reason there are two different counts to me is because I'm either interpreting this as the fourth wave right here, the end, or it happened right here. So if it happened right here, then that's the 5-wave move, and we're in the middle of the ABC move. If it happened right here, then that would be the fifth wave right there. So that's the reason that I have two different counts. So which counts are more than likely going to happen, or which count will happen more than likely? I mean, RSI is really bullish here because we did not make a new low, and we made a new low on RSI. We have that divergence going on as long as we can stay above this area. So technically, it does have a pretty good chance of taking out 31 when you're looking at it that way. And also, we are above the 20 DMA. That's definitely bullish. Where I don't think it looks bullish is when I go on smaller time frames, though. But the thing about smaller time frames is it can work out a bunch of different ways. But right here is what I'm talking about. You have A, B, C, and then you get a straight impulse down. And now you're getting choppiness. I don't like that choppiness after an impulse down. So when I'm looking at this on smaller time frames, I would actually be bearish. But then the larger time frames are signaling bullish. And so in this situation, it's just good to know what the situation is, whether or not, if it comes down here, we know it's a fourth wave. If it comes up here, we know it's the end of a fifth wave. Because you're not always going to know 100% what's going to happen. One thing that's good about this move is this is an ABC move down. I know that for a fact. You get this move A, B, C to the 1.61 fib. That is definitely bullish overall, because at worst, if this is the B wave, you're going to get that C wave back down here. This is not an impulse, so you're not going to get 5 waves. So that makes me very, very confident that if this was the top, you're coming down here to 22, 23 bucks, and you can go long there. It can also be the fourth wave, though, because this is an ABC move. So again, going back to what I said a second ago, if it comes up here to 31 bucks, it's a sell. If this ends up being the B wave, you're just waiting down here to buy. And those are the two counts I'm going to be watching going forward. I think the overall market is about to top out short term. So I'm not leaning either way, to be honest. I don't have a lot of conviction whether or not this is going to go up and make a new high, or if it's going to sell off down here to 23 bucks. I guess if you put a gun to my head, I would say this is going to make one more high, though, just based on RSI. So we'll see how it goes. That's my update for now. 2 counts to watch. One more high or down here to this box, which is the daily demand. And you'd want to go long in that area. So that is the update for today. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe for more updates, and I'll catch you in the next video.